this summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a give right side McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown 49ers. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
From the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
Rodgers now throwing to start the drive. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jones.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Rodgers now to throw. Robinson's got it.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Boswell's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the gut, McCaffrey.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. The Niners at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 43-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
And he is going to have the 49ers 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 36, Purdy. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. shotgun now for Rodgers.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Take it at the 37. Oh, he shifts past him.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Purdy from the gun. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go through a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Mitchell will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Now Purdy.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Another drive coming up for this Packers offense.
Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
That's taken it around the 40. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
70 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Play action, now Purdy.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
1st down, here's Mitchell.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Purdy now to throw.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try.
Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Rodgers now on first down.
Completes it again to Dobbs. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to air one out.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
He'll find DeGuara complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Rodgers. It's complete to Robinson.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Now Rodgers.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
On first down, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
On third down, it's Purdy. Open man is Ayuk, complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Purdy will look to throw again here. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are...
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Pulled in at the 24. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, so they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Justin Jefferson.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22. The Packers offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers.
A check down here to Jones.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Rodgers. This is caught by Robinson. Touchdown, Packers. Allen Robinson, 38 yards.
And the Packers get a bit closer.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
He's going to have the Niners first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. 5
yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a throw here to his running back. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Back to throw, Purdy. He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Purdy to throw it on first down. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Purdy sets up to throw again.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing third and goal.
Now Purdy. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
takes it at the 7. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Now he'll escape to his right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And some room to maneuver. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 27-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Again, it's Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. McCaffrey running up the middle. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy bootlegging it. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Give him the completion, no gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game. And trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They go play action here, Purdy.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Purdy now to throw.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers again now.
Tunyon's got it on the out route.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Here's Rodgers to throw.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the first down.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones,
and he'll be brought down at the 27.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here, 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Rodgers now to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And it's a Packers touchdown. Noah Brown, 27 yards.
And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit.
Rodgers will throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's got room. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. This is McCaffrey on the give. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams